Welcome to Dark Love Psychology. Today we are going to pull back the curtain on one of the most powerful yet poorly understood concepts in modern dating and relationships. Have you ever noticed how some men seem to move through the world, especially their romantic lives, with an unshakable sense of confidence and ease? They possess an inner calm, a quiet certainty that draws people in. This isn't about arrogance or luck. It's about mastering a fundamental skill. On the other side of the spectrum are men who feel like they're constantly walking on eggshells, perpetually chasing approval and reacting to every shift in a woman's mood. Their emotional state is a roller coaster, dictated by her whims, her texts, and her validation. The difference between these two realities is a subtle, invisible force. That skill is frame control, the art of establishing whose reality, whose emotional tone, and whose standards guide the interaction. Today, you'll learn how to master frame control, not as a tool for dominance, but as a method of leadership. You'll discover how to lead without force, and how to build a personal world so grounded and compelling that she feels safe and excited to step into it with you. Chapter 1. What is frame control? At its core, frame control means your beliefs, your emotions, and your standards influence the interaction more than hers influence you. It's about having a strong internal compass. You know who you are, what you value, and where you're going. Your emotional state is your own, not a reflection of someone else's. Let's be clear. This is not manipulation. It's not about winning or controlling someone. It's simply emotional leadership. It's the act of being a stable, reliable anchor in the often turbulent waters of a relationship. It creates a sense of safety and predictability that is deeply attractive. Let's look at some real-world examples. First, the classic text test. She sends a message laced with anxiety. "Why didn't you reply for 2 hours?" A weak frame immediately panics and apologizes profusely. Sorry, I was so busy. Please don't be upset with me." By doing this, you instantly abandon your own reality and get pulled into her anxious emotional world. You've just communicated that her frame is stronger than yours. A strong frame, however, responds calmly and without apology. "I reply when I'm free. I don't live on my phone." Here, you hold your reality. You are not defensive. You are simply stating your standard. The result? She adjusts to your pace. She learns your boundaries and respects them. Your frame acts like emotional gravity, gently pulling the interaction into your orbit. Let's take another scenario. A last-minute change of plans. You've arranged to meet at a cool new bar. 30 minutes before, she texts, "Hey, I'm running late. Can we just meet at my place instead?" A weak frame immediately caves. He thinks, "I don't want to lose the chance to see her," so he replies, "Okay, no problem, see you there." He abandons the original, more exciting plan and accepts a lower-effort alternative, signaling that his plans are disposable. A strong frame holds the plan while showing flexibility. He might reply, "Let's stick to the plan. I'll grab a table and have a drink waiting for you. No rush." He doesn't get angry or demanding. He simply reinforces the value of the original plan and shows he's capable of leading the interaction. He's a man with a plan, and that is incredibly reassuring and attractive. One final example, the guilt trip about your purpose. Imagine you're focused on a major project. She texts, "You've been so busy with work lately. Do you even have time for me?" The weak frame feels a pang of guilt and immediately goes into damage control, apologizing for his ambition. "You're right, I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I'll take tomorrow off." He sacrifices his mission to soothe her insecurity. The strong frame validates her feeling without abandoning his purpose. He replies, "I know it's been a busy week. I'm excited to see you on Friday. Let's make it a great night." He acknowledges her, reassures her of her place in his life, but does not derail his focus. He communicates that his purpose is non-negotiable, but she is a cherished part of his world. This isn't about being cold, it's about being a lighthouse. Your light is steady, reliable, and guides the way, even when the seas are choppy. That is the essence of frame control. Chapter 2. Why frame matters in attraction. Women are biologically wired to test consistency. Not consciously, but naturally. A strong frame signals confidence, stability, leadership, security. A weak frame signals neediness, dependence on her reaction, emotional inconsistency. Example, if she becomes cold or distant, and you chase harder, you step into her frame. If she becomes cold and you stay calm, warm, but unaffected, she feels, Why is he so centered? Attraction rises. Women aren't attracted to a man who reacts. They are attracted to the man she reacts to. Chapter 3. Build an unshakable frame. Your frame becomes strong when you have a powerful internal world. This isn't about being cold or detached. It's about building a foundation so solid that external events, especially the ups and downs of dating, don't dictate your emotional state. It's the difference between a skyscraper, with deep foundations that allow it to sway in the wind without falling, and a tent, which collapses at the first sign of a storm. A strong internal world means your sense of self-worth comes from within, not from someone else's approval. Let's explore the core pillars that will help you construct this unshakable frame. Pillar 1. Purpose over people. This is the cornerstone of a strong frame. When your life has a clear direction, a mission, a passion, a set of goals that excite you, dating becomes one important element of your life, not your entire identity. Your purpose is your anchor. It provides fulfillment and a sense of accomplishment that is entirely your own. Without it, you risk becoming dependent on a relationship for your happiness, which makes your frame fragile and easily controlled by others. For example, a man with purpose integrates dating into his life. He might say, "I'm free Thursday after the gym. Let's meet then." His schedule reflects his priorities, and he invites her to be a part of his world. He isn't being difficult. He's demonstrating that his life is full and that he values his own time. This is inherently attractive. A man without purpose often makes her the sole focus. He might say, "When are you free? I can adjust any time." This communicates that his time has no value and that he's waiting for her to give his life direction. This neediness dissolves his frame instantly. Pillar 2. Emotional regulation. A frame collapses the moment you react with uncontrolled emotion. A strong frame is built on calm, measured responses. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means observing them without letting them hijack your behavior. It's the ability to feel anger, disappointment, or excitement, but to choose a response that aligns with your values, rather than giving in to a knee-jerk reaction. This emotional stability is a superpower in dating and in life. For example, imagine she disagrees with you on something important. A weak frame gets defensive and argues, "You just don't understand what I'm saying." This reaction is driven by the ego's need to be right, and it creates conflict instead of connection. A strong frame, however, responds with curiosity and composure. "I see your perspective. Here's how I see it." The tone is neutral. The posture is stable. The energy is confident. You're not trying to win, you're trying to understand and be understood, while holding your ground. This de-escalates tension and reinforces your emotional leadership. Pillar 3. Boundaries without apology. Your boundaries are the blueprint of your self-respect. When you communicate them calmly and clearly, you project immense strength. A boundary isn't a threat or an ultimatum. It's a clear statement of what you will and will not accept. Apologizing for your boundaries or stating them aggressively are both signs of a weak frame. True strength is quiet and self-assured.
For instance, in a social setting, if a friend starts gossiping or being excessively negative, a strong frame might say, "Hey, I'm going to switch gears. Let's talk about something more positive." Or you might simply state, "I don't really get into talking about people like that." It's direct, non-judgmental, and recalibrates the social dynamic around you.
You don't punish, you don't scold, you simply lead the emotional environment by defining what is acceptable within it. This consistency builds respect and trust, as people learn that your yes means yes and your no means no. To integrate these pillars, start with a simple daily routine. First, a morning purpose check-in. Spend 5 minutes reviewing your top 3 goals for the day, completely unrelated to dating. Second, an emotional audit. At midday, pause and ask yourself, what am I feeling, and why? Just notice, don't judge. And third, an evening boundary review. Think of one instance where you held a boundary or could have. This simple checklist reinforces the mental muscles needed for an unshakable frame. Chapter 4. Female tests and frame response. It's a concept that can feel intimidating, but it's crucial to understand. Women test, not to maliciously destroy you, but to subconsciously verify your emotional strength and stability. Think of it as an evolutionary quality control check. She's looking for a rock, a man whose emotional center is solid and self-contained, not a leaf tossed about by the winds of her moods. These tests are designed to probe your frame. When you pass them, you don't just win. You build profound attraction and trust. Let's break down the most common tests and the strong frame responses that turn them into opportunities. Test 1. The cold attitude test. Suddenly she becomes distant, quiet, or gives one-word answers. Her warmth vanishes. This is a fundamental test to see if your emotional state is dependent on her approval. She's subconsciously asking, is his happiness my responsibility?
Are you mad at me? Did I do something? What's wrong?
This is the weak frame response. It instantly signals that her mood dictates yours. You've handed her the keys to your emotional kingdom, which is a heavy burden and deeply unattractive. A strong frame response is to remain calm and unaffected. You don't ignore her, but you also don't chase her for validation. You give her space while maintaining your own positive, centered state. Continue reading your book, working on your laptop, or making a cup of tea. Your actions say, I notice you're in your own space, and that's okay. My peace comes from within. In almost every case, once she sees you are unshakable, she will naturally gravitate back toward your warmth. Test 2. The jealousy probe. She casually mentions an ex, a male coworker, or a guy who just texted her. The goal here is to gauge your confidence and security. Is he easily threatened? Does he trust me?
Who is he? Are you seeing someone? Show me your phone.
A weak frame is reactive, insecure, and controlling. This reaction screams that you see other men as a threat and that you don't trust her, revealing a deep lack of self-worth.
Oh, cool. You're free to have friends. I'm not worried.
The strong frame is one of abundance and trust. You communicate that you are confident in what you bring to the table, and you trust her judgment. You're not possessive because you're not afraid of losing her. This calm security is magnetic. Test 3. The mini-drama test. She blows a small issue out of proportion. The restaurant reservation is wrong, you're 2 minutes late, she can't find her keys. She creates an emotional spike to see if you'll get swept up in it. Will you become frantic and reactive alongside her? Weak frame, instant panic. You absorb her stress and frantically try to fix everything, becoming more agitated than she is. This shows you're easily destabilized. Strong frame, you are the calm in her storm. You listen, acknowledge the frustration with a simple, that's annoying. But you don't feed the drama. You remain composed and solution-oriented, not emotionally hijacked. Your calm presence is a powerful anchor that de-escalates the situation and makes her feel safe. Test 4. The delayed reply test. You send a text and hours go by, maybe even a day. This tests your patience and neediness. A weak frame panics, double texting or sending a passive-aggressive. A strong frame doesn't even notice. You're busy living your life, focused on your purpose. When she does reply, you respond warmly, without mentioning the delay. You demonstrate that your world doesn't stop and wait for a text message. And finally, test 5. The flake. She cancels plans last minute. This is a major test of your boundaries and self-respect. The weak frame immediately tries to reschedule, showing his time has no value. The strong frame is simple and clear. You say, no problem, let me know when you figure out your schedule. You don't offer a new date. You put the ball in her court, communicating that your time is valuable, and while you're understanding, you won't be strung along. You then go and enjoy your evening anyway. Passing these tests isn't about playing games, it's about being a man with a strong, centered, and attractive emotional core. Chapter 5. Bring her into your world. Women are drawn into the world of men who have structure, standards, direction, emotional calm, lifestyle she wants to be part of. Here's how to shift from chasing her world to her joining your world. 1. Lead plans with certainty. Instead of, what do you want to do? Say, let's grab a drink at 8, I know a good place. Women love clear direction. 1. Set the emotional tone. If you are calm, she becomes calm. If you are playful, she becomes playful. You are the atmosphere. 1. Live a life she wants to enter. Your hobbies, routines, fitness, mindset. Create your universe. She doesn't become the center of it. She becomes part of it. Chapter 6. The ultimate frame. The strongest frame any man can have is, my life is already full. You can join it, but I don't collapse myself to fit into yours. This energy is rare, it is powerful, and women respond to it instantly. Because deep down, every woman wants a man with his own world, his own energy, his own direction. Not a man who becomes whatever she wants, but a man she respects enough to follow. Mastering frame control isn't about control. It's about confidence. It's about identity. It's about the strength to lead your life with clarity. When your world is strong, she naturally steps inside. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to Dark Love Psychology for more insights and tips to help you succeed. Thanks for watching until the end. See you again in the next video.